Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So this week we're going to be looking at the virtual mining games. So that's Firefaucet, Hitbits, Satoshilabs and Rollercoin. Unfortunately, one of those could possibly be going. Let's go and find out which one. Okay, so here we are in my Satoshilabs account. Well, I'm not going to hold you in suspense as to which one that I believe could possibly be in trouble and could possibly be out the window or out the door, however you look at it, and that is Satoshilabs. Obviously, I'm not saying just suddenly stop using it or abandon it or anything like that. It is really, I am just kind of waiting. I've contacted Satoshilabs about the problem, and I'm sure many of you realize what that problem is, and that is getting withdrawals. So if we look at my account, as you can see, I've got a few flash credit balance, and you'll notice my energy is at 0 because I've not actually used my account for quite a while. And the reason why is purely because I've got 3 withdrawals in this program pending, and they have been pending, as you can see, for quite some time. And but I have contacted Satoshilabs, basically asking them if they can just give us some sort of explanation or even a timeline as to when the withdrawals might start sort of being sent out again. And until that point, I personally am just sort of leaving it, not really doing a lot with it, and then I'm just focusing my time on the other programs that are paying. Now, that is my choice. Obviously, if that's what you want to do, then that is entirely up to you. But you know, again, that is your choice. I've just basically a while back, if you guys remember, we were using a program called Contract Miner, and I just felt that basically the amount of work that we were putting in, just you weren't getting enough out of the program. Well, a little bit the same with this. Currently, the program doesn't seem to be functioning correctly in the way of withdrawals, and at the end of the day, we get into these programs to get paid. So if they're not paying out, then as far as I'm concerned, I'm just gonna walk away from it until I hear or see different. Obviously, I'll be checking in, seeing what happens, and checking my Bitcoin wallet to see whether these withdrawals are turning up. And when they do start again, which obviously I hope they do, I think it's a great program. I think it's a brilliant platform. It's, you know, it's easy, it's fun, it does pay out, and it has been paying out for over a year. And it's just a bit disappointed that this has happened now. But like I say, you know, that is what I'm doing. So and I will leave that decision up to you. I have been aware of this problem for a week or so. I've just been monitoring it. I think it was Peter, who's one of my subscribers, brought it to my attention first, and basically I've just been watching it, and I've actually purposely done. I purposely did those withdrawals to see if we were receiving coins. I don't know how many of you guys out there have been doing withdrawals. I mean, as I always say, put a post, let me know what is going on. Obviously, you know, I'm, you know, as all of us are, quite busy, and I'm trying to you know, keep an eye on all these programs at the same time. It's always great to hear your feedback. So, you know, if you've got a comment, if you spot something in a program, stick it in below the video. You know, I love having your posts. You know, the interaction is you know, is as much about what I'm doing as it is actually doing the videos. I love just speaking to you guys and knowing that you're out there watching my content and supporting me. It's brilliant. So anyway, so that's where Satoshilabs is at the moment. It's basically just for me, it's a bit of a dead duck. at the moment, but hopefully, like I say, cross fingers, it will start working again and we will start getting in withdrawals. Okay, so let's move on to the next program. Okay, so here we are in Rollercoin. So Rollercoin is a virtual mining program. For those that don't know, and basically you just come in here and you play sort of mini little arcade games and you build up. Sorry, oh, my cable's just wrapped around my microphone. Sorry about that. Yeah, so basically you come in here and you just play mini sort of little arcade games and build up your hashing power here. They also have introduced a great little feature which you can actually do multi-mining. So as you can see here, I'm mining Dogecoin and I'm mining Ethereum as well. And basically the simple way of doing this is you just click on the my power, split power, and then it works on the percentage, obviously 100% basis. So Ethereum I have at 25%, Doge I have at 5%, and Bitcoin I have at 70%, as you can see here on the very nice little pie chart. So that's how I've split it. Obviously many people will probably split it different ways, and some people will just remain only mining Bitcoin, and that is the great thing about the program. That is your choice. It is down to you how you want to set things up. You'll also see I've actually gained a little one of their gold miners. Unfortunately I didn't have to buy these. You had to have their RLT tokens. I only actually had 10 and I bought the smallest one, which was 8 RLT. But it's actually like 6 terahash or something like that, which is quite a lot more than the lowest, because that's the lowest of the gold. It's quite a lot more of the lowest of the standard miners, and that's it. It's only the a little thing that sort of slightly ticked me off about that is, since they've had their anniversary and they've launched these gold miners, if you go into the shopping cart now, so that's the one I bought. So it was at half price. So I actually got 8 gigahash, or 8 terahash actually, 8,000 gigahash, 8 terahash for 8 RLTs. So, but unfortunately, since they've released their anniversary ones, all their standard ones no longer, you don't seem to get the discount. You used to be able to get a 50% discount on all of the miners, and but they're just sitting there at their full price. So normally I would buy, I think I was buying this one, or was it this one? No, this one. I was buying this one for like 14,000, and now it's like 30,000, so it's obviously twice the price. So that is a bit disappointing, because obviously the whole, what we're trying to do is buy as many miners as possible, because as I've pointed out to you, that if all you're doing is playing the games, because the power that the games give you has a finite sort of lifespan, it's very difficult to keep up that sort of high level of terahash, because it's constantly dropping. So you're having to play like all the time to try and keep it at a decent level, so you're earning, within 24 hours you're earning a decent amount of satoshis. So the realization was that basically the best way to do it is earn the power in the games, and then as soon as you can start to buy miners, and then because those miners are a stable power, so even if you lose all the power from your gameplay, if you've got miners, that power will always remain. So it's just a better way of doing it. So the other thing is, this is another, I'm not quite sure. Again, I decided, because I couldn't buy another miner, I decided I would withdraw my 15,000 I had in there. The minimum is 10,000, and if I click in here, um, I've actually tried this 3 times. So the first 2 times, I don't know if it was the addresses I was using or what it was, but it just kept coming up saying, as you can see, the withdrawal has been cancelled. Basically, because the withdrawal request didn't confirm. Now, I'm not sure if that's because they send you, when you do a withdrawal, they send you an email, and you have to click on that to confirm and then log in to your account, and that confirms the withdrawal from our end. Now, I'm not sure if for some weird reason that wasn't working or hasn't been working, or it's the address I put in there, because my mobile wallet gives you 3 different versions of the one address, which is the new version, the compatible version, and the old version. And they all look different, and obviously not everybody has moved over to the new version, and apparently not everyone has moved over to the compatible version either. Now I'm trying it with a very old address, which I know worked in the past because I've done numerous withdrawals to that address, and now I'm just trying to see if it will work in Rollercoin, just to see if I can get a withdrawal, because that will be my first withdrawal, and then at least I can say to you, yes guys, this is definitely working, and or should I say it is still working, as I do know subscribers of mine that have made withdrawals in the past. So anyway, so these are the games. Obviously most of you know these. You've got sort of like I can never remember what like a Galactica is very similar to. You got Kryptonoid, which is like Arkanoid, and then this is a slide game which you just have to match the coins, and this is a flip game where you have to, it's sort of like the memory game, so you'll flip one coin and that will be say Doge, or no, because Doge isn't in it. But that would be, say, Ethereum, like the symbol for Ethereum, and then the next one will be Bitcoin, and then you've got to go and find the matching symbols, and you'll get sort of oh, here we go. So yeah, okay, so you flip that. Ooh. So what's that? No, that's Litecoin, that's Monero, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Alright, we haven't found any matching ones yet. Oh, there you go. And so that was Monero, wasn't it? That's EOS, isn't it? Okay, so EOS and EOS, and then Litecoin's up here, and then that's Ethereum. Okay, and that's it. And I did that with 27 seconds spare. And then what you do is you click claim power, and then what you earn. The reason why I pretty much always use this flip game, and the reason why is because it's one of the games that actually start off with the highest start sort of paying amount. So the lowest it goes is 900, then it goes up to 912, and then it'll hang at 912 for quite a while, and then it'll end up at 1232, and then after 1232 it goes to 1584 or something like that, and that's really difficult because obviously as you go through the different levels, you get more squares to flip, but you still only have the same amount of time, which is 1 minute. But it's all good fun, and like I say, if you were lucky enough to get it on your mobile phone, it's brilliant, because like I say, I'll just, like, if I'm waiting for a meeting, or I don't know, whatever, you know, what we do at work, trying to get out of work. You know, if I'm just sat in the office, I'm waiting for an email or something like that, then I'll just sit on my phone, play this for a bit, and sort of keep my energy levels up. But so that's it. As you can see, I'm gaining quite a good farm. I bought an extra rack in anticipation for miners in the future. But like I say, the big thing is just really to see if we get a withdrawal. That would be really good. Like I say, people I know have had withdrawals in the past, so cross fingers. It is all working, and it's just simply that. It was the address, and so I just suddenly realised my little. I don't think my mouse was on the screen, was it? But yeah, so let's hope that, like I say, it is just the address that is a problem. Okay, so let's leave that there, and we're going to move on to the next program. Okay. Also remember as well, obviously all links for the video will be in the description, along with my Twitter account, Facebook account, and website. So if you want to go and visit any of those, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and it's a great way to stay in touch. You can direct message me through Facebook. So if you have any questions, any queries to do with the videos or the programs that we're using, just send it straight through to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so let's move on to the next program. Okay, so this is Hitbits. What is Hitbits? Hitbits works very similar to Satoshilabs, but it's more like a role-playing game. So rather than buying hardware, like mining equipment to sort of virtually mine the coins, what this is, it's basically, like I say, like a role-playing game. As in depth as those things, and basically what you do is you'll come in here and you will purchase mercenaries. Sorry for that pause, my mouse was not working. So you would buy mercenaries. You can participate in raids, go and kill monsters and zombies and all these kind of things, but at the end of the day you do not actually need to participate in those raids. You can do for fun, and what they will do is they will boost your levels, right? But all the boosting of levels, all that really does is it helps, gives you bonuses and stuff like that, and helps you in the raids. But if all you're looking to do is earn coins, then all you've got to do is basically build up your tokens and purchase mercenaries. I recently, actually in a video a while back, I was talking about how someone asked me how come they'd been in the program the same length as me, and they were on like 100 and something level, and I was still only on level 17. And basically, like I said, the reason why is because I'm not in this program to come and play the game or anything like that. I'm here to earn coins, and that is what my channel is about. It's about earning money or earning crypto online, and but as quickly as possible. And that's what I'll always try and do is, if I'm telling you to do something or saying to you, this is how I do it, the reason why I'm saying that is not to sort of push you into doing anything, but it's just the quickest way I've found to build that program. So obviously, at the end of the day, everybody approaches things differently, and you go about it how you want to, and that is brilliant. And as long as you're happy, that is all I'm bothered about. But like I say, if I say this is how I do it, it's because it's the quickest way I've found to basically build up your account and get coins out, because that is why we are here. So like I say, you can go and participate in a raid, and that will build up your level. But what I'll do is every time I come into the account, I'll go into the Forest King that you've just seen, and all I will do is I'll just use a level 10 hit like that, and that will give me, I mean, sometimes it gives you a lot more, sometimes it give you anything up to like 40 experience. I've done 941 damage, and that will just boost my level, and that's it. So every time I come in here, you know, which could be maybe twice a day, could be twice a week or 3 times a week, I will just click that just to boost my level slightly, because like I say, I'm not overly fussed about that. If suddenly I found out that boosting my level tripled my amount of coins I'm earning, then I'd be doing it all the time. But I haven't found that. So anyway, so like I say, what you do is you go and buy mercenaries. So once you've built up your tokens using the offer wall, you can, let me get that out of the way, you can come in here and basically buy mercenaries. I always purchase the 30-day ones just because, on the basis that you get more for your money. So yes, it does mean that every 30 days those mercenaries will run out, and you've got to obviously keep working at your account to keep that topped up, if not build your account. And but the thing is, if I buy that, yes, it lasts for 20 days, but but I've only got one. Whereas if I've got 4,000 tokens, I can buy 10 of them, and you get in two. So you get in 2,000. So your final income would be what was that? Over 20,000 credits. Whereas if you've bought one of them, your final income is 8,640, and you've had to wait 120 days for that. And also as well, the minimum credits you can withdraw from here is 25,000. So you need to have a lot of mercenaries to build that quick. So I mean, I'm earning 270 credits every hour. And obviously that will build up pretty rapid, but also as well, what you've got to do is you've got to make sure to spend wisely. Buy as many mercenaries as you can, but you have to leave enough to then go and purchase food, because that food essentially fuels your mercenaries to go and pillage and rampage and all that lot, earning you credits. And the way you do that is you'll go into the shop, and then you click on the double arrow, which classes as trade, and then that basically what you'll do is you'll then just, so you get 54 food for 1 token. So if you put in I'll put 500 tokens in, or 1,000 tokens. 500 tokens I think gets you like 27,000 food. As you can see there, I got nearly 70,000 up there, and that will fuel, as it says here, that will fuel my mercenaries for X amount of hours, 382 hours. So but like I say, what you have to worry about is if you come in here, that's your contracts there. This will tell you when those contracts will run out. So as you can see here, that one will run. That's going to run out in and that's got 15. So I'm going to lose 15 mercenaries in 2 days. So so in 7 hours I'm going to lose 10, and that's what you have to keep an eye on. So these I actually bought these today, these 25 there, so the 14th of the 2nd. Happy Valentine's Day to any of the ladies out there. I hope you gentlemen are treating your wives, girlfriends, or whatever well, and even girlfriends treating boyfriends, boyfriends treating boyfriends, and all that lot. I hope you've had a great evening and a fun time. Anyway, like I say, they will run out in a month. If we go in here, I think it's in here. No, it's actually, if we go in here, so you just saw, I personally will go into the offer wall and I will click on, in fact this is what I need to be looking at, isn't it? This is it, transactions. So I'm just going absolutely crazy. It is actually quite late at night. You might have noticed that my voice is a little bit sort of more subdued than normal. It's because it is about 20 to 11 in the evening on the 14th of February, and I'm just trying to get this video done and get it ready for you guys for the weekend. So anyway, this is what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, this is what I did. Yeah, so I was trying to go through this survey company, and all I kept getting was very small amounts, because sometimes the good thing with them is even if you fail at a survey, so you don't qualify for the survey, you still do get a little bit. But anyway, I went to Adgate and I got 9,840 tokens there, and that allowed, and like I say, for every 4,000 tokens you can get 10 mercenaries. So I obviously got a bit extra, so I managed to get 25 mercenaries out of that, and then that left me with the small amount of tokens there. And as you can see here, I've done, that is how I look: survey, 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 survey. And obviously I know not everyone does it that way, but that is how I do it, because even if sometimes you have to go and maybe try 3 or 4 surveys before you get to complete a full one and get the payout, I still find that it builds your account a lot faster than doing things like going on the raids and all that kind of stuff. And like I say, at the end of the day, it's all about how much money we're getting out. And just to finish off, I will show you my withdrawals. All of these, with the exception, there should be one that's pending, which I did today. All of these have come into my account. So as you can see there, so that is the one that's pending. It has been approved, but it's not been sent. So all these ones you can see here, they have been sent, and I have received those coins. So I'm going to finish it there. I'm sorry that seemed to sort of just drag on a bit, but my brain just totally seemed to wander off on its own, thinking about something completely different, and I just got a little bit sidetracked. I'm sorry, very sorry. Anyway, let's move on to the last and final program. Okay, so just as a little quick note, as you can see, we're back in Rollercoin. I just came to check on that pending withdrawal, and it has cancelled again. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get in touch with them and see if I can figure out what the problem is, if it's my problem, or if for some weird reason, because it's saying here the minimum is 10,000. I'm trying to send 15,000, so I'm above the minimum, so that should not be a problem. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to get in touch with them and find out, and then obviously let you know what the outcome is. Okay, so let's anyway move on to the next program. Okay, so this is Firefaucet. What is Firefaucet? Simple. It is just basically a faucet that gives you the opportunity to earn ACP, or as they call it, auto claim points, and then basically using the offer wall, you'd build them up using the offer wall, or doing short links, all that kind of stuff, the usual kind of faucet stuff. For those of you that aren't familiar with Firefaucet, I will put a video up the top here, and that will basically just give you a sort of a more in-depth review, so you can understand how it works and how to set up your account, and just sort of basically get a better understanding of how the program works. I will give you a quick thing. As you can see here, these are the ways that you can build up your account. And again, just like Satoshilabs, just like Hitbits, I do surveys on here. And I realize not everybody wants to do this. They do on Satoshilabs and Firefaucet. They do give you the opportunity to just go and watch videos, but to build up the same amount of credits that I would build up, that I might take maybe an hour to build up, you might have to leave your computer running for maybe anything up to 6 to 7 hours. Maybe, yeah, say, let's say 6 hours. I don't want to, over exaggerate. So let's say 6 hours to build up a similar amount of credits to what I'm earning. I'm just going to quickly show you, if I can. I think I can show you partly how much I earned. So if we go into Theorem Reach, if we go in here, so I use Medium Path and Theorem Reach. I've been trying to pronounce this for flipping years, I think, and I can never actually, in my head, it never sounds right. So if we go in here, and this actually, it's going to reset in 1 hour and 10 minutes, but it should tell us, if I can remember how to get into it. It's going to be like the other one, isn't it? In fact, I want to pause the. Okay, so I was trying to show you in a little bit more detail so you could actually see the surveys that I'd done, but my computer's been a bit of a pain. So basically what I can do is just show you from here. So the few surveys that I did on Theorem Reach equated me 104,400 auto credit points, and that's just on this one survey service. If we go and quickly look at the other one, I'm hoping, which was Medium Path, I'm hoping that will give me a total as well. So Medium Path don't seem to have a history, so you can't go and check that out. But what I can tell you is I can tell you the ones I did. So I did this one for 58,800, and then I did this one here for 61,250. So that is, what's that, 110, yeah, basically 111,000 or something around about that, maybe a little bit more. So that on top of the other one, which was 104,000, so that's over 200,000 auto points I got for spending an hour or so just doing surveys. And then obviously what I'll quickly show you is what that can equate to when it comes to coins. Okay, so since I basically started doing surveys, I have to just give a shout out to Tom Platinum. Many months ago, he sort of got me into and talked to me about doing the surveys, and I followed his advice, and now I only do surveys. So a big shout out to Tom Platinum for bringing that to my attention. See, that's what I love. Like I say, you guys, when you post things, whether it's questions, which obviously I hopefully can help you, and then you send in little bits of advice in like that helps me, and it's great. I love that. So anyway, so because I'm accruing so many points now, to do the auto faucet, it just takes ridiculous. 200,000 credits, you're looking at like over 2,000 hours or something like that. So you're never going to want to leave your laptop running for that long, or your computer running. So what I do this convert, it's an instant convert, and you pick whichever coin you want to convert to, and then that you will get a slight fee. But if you invest, what I do is invest a small amount of BTC and purchase their membership for like 3 days, and then use them 3 days to do your surveys, and then you won't get such a large fee when it comes to converting. Anyway, so if we go into my wallet, and all I'm going to do is show you what I'll be able So what I did was I turned most of it into Ethereum, which I did a withdrawal for, and then the rest I turned into Doge. I have 131 Doge. Unfortunately, the minimum used to be 100. They've now put it up to 200 Doge as a minimum withdrawal. So I thought that. Hang on. Okay, so this is my withdrawal history, and as you'll see, I don't know how far this goes back, but it would be actually very interesting to see, because you'd see the difference of the kind of withdrawals I was making when I was like watching videos and doing the short links and stuff like that. Because obviously, and even when I was mining, I used to mine. You used to be able to mine points. And I had like a GPU miner in my house, and I used to just mine, and I used to think I was earning loads of points. But also as well, you've got to think that with something like that, you're paying out loads of electricity, so the coins you're sort of withdrawing are not actually worth as much as you want them to be, because you're paying for electricity by leaving like your miner running. But anyway, now, because of the way I do it now, I'm on a computer for like an hour or so, and then I'm doing. But as you can see, this is the withdrawal I made today. So that's 745,000 ETH. I a while, but what was that? 14 days ago, I did a 670,000. 17 days ago, nearly 700,000 there. There's my 100 Doge, which I did a month ago, because obviously I haven't withdrawn the 131, so that's not in the listing. I did nearly 600,000 there, over 600,000 there, and yeah, and that's here. Look, I did a 1,570,000 there, and that is all from surveys. And like I say, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it. But when I say this is how I do it, it's basically because that is the quickest way I've found to build your account fast and get your payouts as quick as you can. Obviously I realize that not everybody has an hour to sit at a computer doing the surveys, hence why I end up doing videos late at night. And it is a lot easier probably to just hit the watch video thing, and leave your computer running for hours on end. But the way you look at it, and this is the way I always look at it, is the amount of electricity you're paying out and the amount of coins you're earning. Yes, obviously, if those coins suddenly go big, like Bitcoin, then you've paid for your electricity. But, the thing is, until that happens, you are paying for that electricity. So just bear that in mind. And again, that's what I'll always try and find the fastest way to use these programs and get the payouts. So anyway, like I say, I'm gonna put that video up, so check that out. If you're not familiar with Firefaucet, go and check that out. It's an early review. I'll also do a similar thing for Hitbits. So in the section of where Hitbits is, you'll see a video pop up that will be a review for Hitbits. So if you're not sure how the program works or what it was about, go and check that out. That will give you a slightly more in-depth view, although I think I actually gave you quite an in-depth view on how I use the program, but obviously there's a lot more there. Right, so I'm going to leave it there, and for those of you that are discovering my channel for the first time and want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, about crypto investments, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my new videos as they come online. And if you could smash that like button, it means a lot to me. It shows me that you're enjoying the videos, and it really helps my channel, and then that helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have an amazing weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.